The Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch, reference number 311.30.42.30.01.005, it's one of the most iconic watches of all time. Full stop. This is a moonwatch. The same basic design that went to the moon, worn by astronauts, tested by NASA, and passed some of the most brutal qualification tests in watch history. It's a legend, and I owned it, but I sold it. And today, I want to tell you why. Let's start with what makes the 311 reference so special. This is the last generation of the Speedmaster Professional before Omega introduced a master chronometer version. It's powered by the manually wound caliber 1861, a direct descendant of the caliber 861 that went to the moon. The dial is classic matte black. The Hesalite crystal gives it that gorgeous warm distortion, and of course the watch comes in that big beautiful moonwatch box. If you're a collector, that box is a dream. The presentation is incredible. It feels like you're unboxing a piece of space history. You get the NATO strap, the Velcro strap, the loop, the Speedmaster tool. Everything screams heritage and history, and honestly, it's one of the best feel-good unboxings in the watch world. But here's the thing, after the honeymoon phase wore off, I started noticing some things that just didn't work for me. And I want to be clear, this is a phenomenal watch, but collecting watches is personal, and I found myself reaching for it less and less. Let's talk about the bracelet first. The bracelet on this version is kind of a letdown. It's bulky, it's a bit jangly, and compared to more modern bracelets, even those two other Omegas, it feels dated and unrefined. The clasp is chunky, the links are thick, and overall, it just didn't feel as balanced on the wrist as I wanted it to. I know it's part of the charm, but when you've worn watches with more refined bracelets, this one starts to feel like a compromise. Then there's the crystal, Hesalite. Yes, I understand the historical significance. NASA wanted Hesalite because it doesn't shatter like sapphire, and if you're floating around in zero gravity, you don't want shards of crystal flying into your eye. But I'm not an astronaut, I'm a watch lover, and I prefer sapphire. Hesalite scratches easily, and while you can buff it out with polywatch, that just became a chore I didn't enjoy. On top of that, I absolutely love seeing the movement in my watches, which is why I went out and bought an aftermarket sapphire display caseback for this one. Seeing the 1861 taken away made me fall in love with the watch all over again. It's a beautiful movement, even if it's not finished to hot horology standards. But the fact that I had to go aftermarket to get that view was another strike against the 311 for me. Eventually, I realized what I really wanted was this, the upgraded Moonwatch, master chronometer certified coaxial movement metas rated, and now with a much more refined bracelet. Thinner links, better taper, better clasp, and it wears like a dream. And of course, sapphire crystal front and back. Now I get to enjoy the beautiful upgraded caliber 3861, visible through the sapphire caseback. It's not just better finish, it's more accurate, more resistant to magnetism, and still manually wound, preserving that vintage Speedmaster charm. Plus you get that iconic dot over 90 bezel, a nod to vintage Speedies that just looks right. Now let's talk value. The 311 reference is still an amazing value. You get a historically faithful moonwatch for a price that undercuts the new version. If you love the Hesalite crystal and don't mind the bracelet, it's a killer deal, and that big box definitely adds collector appeal. So yeah, I sold my 311 and I don't regret it. The Speedmaster story is all about evolution. It's a watch that hasn't changed much, but when it does, those changes matter. And in my opinion, the jump to the Sapphire Sandwich Master Chronometer is the best version of the Moonwatch yet. And that's why in my next video I'll be doing a full review of the modern Speedmaster. The dot over 90, sapphire front and back, refined bracelet, upgraded movement, everything that finally made it to the Moonwatch for me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see that breakdown. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments that you stick with the 311 or did you make the upgrade too. Until next time, be safe out there and stay humble.